Welcome to Nasdaq Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq. Joining me for this segment, we have Dan Kessous, CEO of Nasdaq Canada, to discuss trends in the Canadian equity market and fourth quarter initiatives. Dan, it's great to see you as always. Welcome back to Trade Talks.
Hi, Jill. Good to see you. Thanks for having me here again.
You got it. Let's take a look back at the third quarter. What were some of the market trends that stood out to you and any notable initiatives with Nasdaq products?
Yeah, so summer is usually slower in terms of market activity, and this one was no exception. Volumes were flat if we compare to Q2, which was already lower than usual. And if we compare year over year, volumes were 15% lower in Q3 of this year compared to Q3 of last year. Now, this is no surprises to us. Like I said, summer is usually slower, but given the rising interest rate environment with a lot of geopolitical uncertainties, what we see is very similar to what we've been seeing in equities market in other regions around the world. But if we look at Nasdaq specifically, we've been growing in a few areas. For example, last time I mentioned we had launched trading in neo-listed securities in May. We went from 0 and grew to about 7%, as I told you last time in Q2. This is now over 13% as of the month of September. So it's going well with this new product launch, and we have had several record days along the way, some as high as 27%. Also, we've been keeping pretty busy in Q3. Working through some of the changes and enhancements we want to deliver on PureStream. I mentioned we were making some changes to improve quality of execution, to improve trade size. So that's been discussed with our regulators, and it's been filed now and is out for comments.
And as we look ahead to, well, actually, we are in the fourth quarter, but as you look at the remainder of the year, any product launches or new initiatives we should be aware of?
Right, we're already in the fourth quarter. So the fourth quarter is starting pretty good in terms of volume and then slow down a little bit. So we'll see what the rest of the year brings us in terms of market activity. But like I said, the PureStream enhancements are out for comments. We're hoping to receive regulatory approval and deploying our changes between now and the end of the year. We're well ahead in terms of building the product. We're just hoping for prompt approval. We haven't had any comments so far. We've had very good feedback from clients, so we expect it to be pretty smooth, and we have a good pipeline of clients eager to get started with it. The other thing we're going to look at in Q4, and we do that on a regular basis, is looking at pricing as well. We always keep an eye on it just to make sure that we remain competitive and that our clients can benefit from the best economics that we can offer them. There's been a bit of changes in the inverted marketplace area this year, so we'll be digging into the data. We're going to see what we need to do between now and the end of the year, if anything at all.
And finally, Dan, anything from the Canadian market overall in terms of policy or regulatory developments we should know?
Yeah, so I had mentioned a couple of things in the past. That's still ongoing, although we expect some conclusion, at least for one of them, by the end of this year, and that's the market data consultation paper. So there was a wide industry consultation done by the OSC, very thorough, lots of good questions around the market data infrastructure in Canada, lots of good suggestions. Comments came in, plenty of them, very diverse, very divided as well. Tough task for the regulators, but they promised to come to some conclusion before the end of the year and publish some recommendations. So there won't be any policy or rulemaking per se, is our understanding, but they're looking to give direction, to tell us, where they would like this market data issue to end and to land, and maybe give the industry and market forces an opportunity to sort it out themselves without necessarily necessary regulatory intervention. The other one is in relation to the SEC market structure proposal, as known as the Gensler proposal as well. That SEC market structure reform has several aspects to it. A couple of them that would, if it went through, would have an impact on Canada. And the first one is tick sizes, and the second one tightly correlated to tick sizes is fee cap or fees in general. So if anything happens in the US on these two, given how we compete with the US, given the number of interlisted and dual listed issues and volume that trades cross border, it'll be key for Canada to remain competitive and probably follow those changes or make similar changes than what the US would like to do. And to that effect, our regulators have been clear that they don't want to play catch up. They want to have something ready to go as soon as the US goes ahead. So we'll probably see some publication, some comment period, and some rulemaking that will keep nice and warm until the SEC or the US goes ahead with their proposals.
All right, Dan, we appreciate the insight and updates as always. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.
Thank you.